Welcome to my channel. My name is Valerio, and today we're gonna review the new product from Moshow. This is a licensed product from the old anime Robotech, or as you may know it, Mospeada. I think they have the license only from Mospeada. This is, I think, the first or the second licensed product from Moshow Toys, which makes me very happy because they were a very prolific and a high-quality producer of third-party metal build Gundam back in the days. And this is, as far as my experience goes with them, you should still be able to find this kit over Bumblebee and over Shozi. If I'm not wrong, obviously price is going to depend a tiny bit from where you ship to. And in some case, like as me, you're in North America or Canada, I think there are better channels to go to look for them. Anyway, so here we are. This is kind of like a Transformer figure. So there is the main dude inside of it. There is this motorbike, and this motorbike transformed into a full armor. When I was little, I always thought was the coolest stuff ever. Like I used to like the airplane inside Robotech, but this was what I really found cool. Anyway, we're gonna start with the accessories. So they don't look like much, but this is the display stand. It's massive alone, it's magnetic, it's heavy as hell, and so you can attach the display stand over it, and this is like, the figure is never gonna fall, and you don't need it. The figure is stable on itself, but you see you can put a stick over it, and at that point it's never gonna fall again. If you have ever seen the Takeda Shingen before, yes, this is what we're looking for. So the hands are well detailed. Nothing wrong about it. There is no mash or anything. There are a lot of different option hands, so they're not the super high level of paint over them as we will see with other with other figures, but I mean, I don't think they need, because they're really well detailed, and even if they're not macro painted, they still cast the shadow because they're big enough, so they're fine for me. This is another part for the display stand, and this is a tiny screwdriver in case you need to tighten something up. Now we're gonna look not first at the full mod, but first we're gonna look at the figure that there is inside of it. And holy cow, guys, when you pull it out of the box, this is like more than 10 inches. It's very heavy. You can feel the die cast through it. The paint job is quite cool, and I can say normally I prefer things that are painted, but I don't mind if I'm not able to tell if something is painted or not. And some bits of these kits have been painted, some are not, but it's kind of hard to tell the difference unless you go to look with super attention to it, so that makes me very happy. In your hand, this gives a super solid feeling of quality. I don't know how to explain it, like the heavy, the material, the solidity out of it, the details. Incredible impressed. This is like the Moshow that I remember. I don't think I ever reviewed anything of the channel. Maybe I did the blue dude from Gundam. Anyway, so super stable. Honestly, very surprised about it, because my very limited experience with 1/6 figures that they have problem. So this is the figure. Now we're gonna look at articulation. So the only thing that I think is a bit under level is the face of our driver, and that is why we're gonna keep it covered. I think it's the only thing that I don't like that much about it. Now, articulation is pretty good. First, you need to open the shoulder parts, arm reach shoulder level. You pull back the shoulder part, then you have a double joint, you get full closure, but clearly you see there the joint on extraction there in metal. Yeah. You have to close it. Yeah, and now you can almost completely close it. So the hands are ball peg, but the ball peg are over tiny panel that can move. So ab crunch, quite extended. I'm a bit afraid of ruining the paint job because it's pretty nice. But yes, I think we can go even. Yeah, I made it, and you see there is an extraction on the back of it. So we saw this gimmick quite a few figures, but I forgot to tell the price point of this is pretty low. It's like $180, which is incredible for what you get. Now there is a butterfly joint. So the joints are pretty hard. So yes, there is. Are you able to move it very easily? Maybe not, but it's okay. Yeah, it's not gonna break. It doesn't give you the feeling breaking. So there is. So in order to do the split, there is this extraction joint that I can't remember seeing before. Very cool. Obviously not anatomically correct, but still gets the job done. So here you have an extraction with the knee joint. You see there is not a full hole, but well, I mean, you do what you can. And here you are, fit, hard, there is a tip, there is metal, there are magnets at the bottom. Overall, nothing feels like it's falling down. Pretty cool. Now let's look at the motorbike. The motorbike, it is incredible cool and incredible big. I think beginning to end is well over 10 inches. It is heavy, there is die-cast, the paint job goes through, and I don't know, I just very, very like it. This is like a fantastic product, not just for the price, but whatever, for the quality of the things you get with it. We don't get this kind of stuff that often at this price. Actually, we just don't get this kind of stuff at this price point, period. I don't think we ever did, not even 10, 15 years ago. This is fantastic. Now, I mean, I would be okay just to keep it the motorbike like this and not transforming, but I will not show you the transformation, but it's a bit of a part former. This is our dude with the armor on. It is super cool. It is a lot of like Lego-like transformation, not part forming, just Lego. So this is a comparison from a Robot. So the Robot is painted better, but for everything else, the Moshow is better. Like everything else, just the paint job on the Sentinel toy that we reviewed a few weeks ago. Now, different discussion for the Dagger. I think the Dagger engineering-wise is a tiny bit better, but still very different price and dimension. Yeah, is a bit bigger, the Dagger, but still cool product on their own. Now, let's gonna go for conclusion. So sorry if I rush a bit this one, but 5 reviews in 5 days is a bit tiresome. So let's go for pro and cons out of it. So first the cons. The face sculpt is not fantastic. Like a tiny bit of personality. And that's all. Well, again, the transformation, more the transformation is like Lego, the touch and attach. If you ever combined the SRX from Sentinel, you know what I'm speaking about. Say so, everything else is fantastic. Paint job, top of the class. Material, top of the class. Articulation, top of the class. Balance, guy. So this is a guy with a super heavy armor and a motorbike. You see, standing in this pose without the display stand. He just stand there. So even the engineering to have this dude stands up makes it a fantastic product out of it. Now, when you can get crazy with poses is when you also put the magnetic stand. Overall, like honestly, just my cons were very minimal. Do I recommend it? So if you have even remotely interest into motorbike, sci-fi, Robotech, Mospeada, macros, like anything anime from the 80s, 90s, 2000, 2010, buy it. If you like cool action figure, buy it. This, I'm afraid on a certain point, is going to disappear and you're never going to find it again. This is incredibly cool, guys, incredibly. Especially at this price point, you cannot really make a comparison with anything else on a class of its own. Amazing. So, do you think I recommend it? Yes, obviously, I do recommend it. And then we have 2 reviews, and then we finish for this week of crazy reviews. Bye.